Dear Zach and Lia, I am a new agent who is also a bit younger, and I'm afraid that when I go into a listing presentation, I'm going to be asked about my age. What do I say to anyone who might be objecting to my listing presentation because they think I'm too young and inexperienced?
Definitely, I can appreciate that one quite a bit, and I'm sure you can as well, Leah.
Yeah.
A couple of keys to it. One is dress professionally. So like when I'm going to a listing appointment, I've got a tie on. Sometimes I have a suit jacket on. You have to dress like you actually know what you're doing. So that's the first big key. Second big key is know your numbers, know what you're talking about. It's okay to take a breath, wait, figure out what you're gonna say, speak. Do speak like you're intelligent and articulate. But when you're checking both of those boxes, my age is a massive advantage. What that means is I'm young, I'm awake, I'm energetic, and I'm hungry. I'm going to work harder, faster, and longer than anybody else in the market. And I'm not sitting back and leaning on my laurels of 30 years ago that time I did something. I'm fighting for each and everything every single second. I'm a star that's shooting up, and I can't wait to introduce that to you. Just introduce my work ethic. It's going to
Whew.
sound here and here.
That's powerful. That's really powerful. Sometimes I haven't necessarily had this objection hit me yet, but when I was starting out, I was concerned that I wasn't going to be taken seriously and wanted to prepare for that. And one of the styles of objection handling when it came to that is, ask them a question about that. Say, well, that's great that you brought that up. I want to just quickly touch on the average age of an agent. Do you happen to know what the average age of a real estate agent is? And they most likely say, I don't know, no, don't know, whatever. And you say, the average age in Canada
104.
here is, what did you say? Is it 34 for you?
No, I said 104.
104. Close enough. I mean, just kidding for anyone who's 55, but 55 is the average. And so just leverage that and say, with 55 being the average, you're going to notice a ton of agents are actually under the average age of the real estate agent. So let me show you, exactly why leveraging a potentially, if they want to use the term millennial agent, to really attract those buyers who are not using those older methods of communication, such as phone calls, just using phone calls, right? So I use an agent who's up with the times and adapting with the market, adapting with technology to really leverage and tap into those markets where you're going to see, as much, you're going to have as many eyes on the property as possible. So that's kind of my approach.
Definitely. I like that. That's bringing up another way to kind of handle that same objection. One is I wouldn't bring it up unless they do. Right? Just kind of act as if I think it's totally legit. I'm here, and it's totally fine if you pay me 75K to do it. Like this, it's cool with me. It's cool with you. Let's do it. But if they do bring up your age, saying something like, "I'm so glad you brought that up. I was just working with my last sellers, and I hear that you're feeling maybe a little unsure of working with a younger person, and so were they. And what they felt the same way as you. They felt unsure about it. They were questioning my age. It was really the only thing they weren't certain of. And what they found is that by hiring me, somebody that's younger, they found somebody with a work ethic, with energy that was up, that actually understood how to work these electronics. Our entire marketing platform is electronic. With COVID, all the documents are electronic. All of our advertisements are electronic. So having somebody that is a digital native, that just understands how phones and cell phones and computers, all of these things work, how they interact, that really brought them a lot of relief, trust, and security in the transaction. And it was one of the major things they brought up after we closed and they moved forward that really put them at peace of mind. So just the feel, felt, found script. I hear that you feel this way. These people felt the same way. And what they found is hiring me was the best decision they could have ever made.